Imagine living more than a century without ever setting foot inside a hospital. No operations, no life-threatening diseases, not even a single pill. Sounds like science fiction, right? But for John Davidson, a 103-year-old man who beat science and outlasted his entire generation, this is just another day. While millions are plagued by chronic diseases and rely on drugs to keep them alive, this man has unlocked the secrets of longevity, secrets even doctors can't decipher. What's the key? A strange but astonishingly simple daily routine that could upend everything you've ever believed about aging. And today, for the very first time ever, we're sharing every secret of his life. But warning, after you hear this, you'll never think about health in the same way. Bear with me to the end, because every moment of this video contains a secret to achieving the healthiest, longest life ever. John rises every morning at 4:30 a.m. Yes, even at age 103, he never sleeps in. What's the first thing he does? He drinks a glass of warm water, laced with an astonishing ingredient which researchers now maintain could retard the process of aging on the cellular level. And no, not lemon or apple cider vinegar, not even close. But I promise to tell you all about it afterwards. Now, let's look more closely into his amazingly outside-the-box morning ritual, for on its own it may explain how he remained living today. Unlike everyone else who wakes up in the morning with a cup of coffee, John uses an ancient Japanese breathing exercise that fills his body with oxygen and gives him a boost of energy immediately. The 3-minute exercise is so strong that some scientists think that it may add decades to your life. Then there's breakfast, and that's where things get really interesting. While the majority of seniors are instructed to have a light, high-fiber breakfast, John does the opposite. His breakfast is high-fat, high-protein superfoods, a meal that has maintained his metabolism working like that of a 30-year-old. What does he consume? It's a mix so strange that most physicians would advise against it, until you read the science behind it. John's diet defies every conventional dictate of healthy eating. As modern nutritionists encourage a low-fat, plant-based diet, he advocates a diet high in animal fats, fermented foods, and an ancient superfood that is almost extinct now. Astonishingly, emerging research now indicates that these foods may be the missing link to radical longevity. Indeed, according to a Harvard study on the world's longest-lived individuals, 90% of them had this single food in common. Can you take a guess what it is? We'll get to that in a minute. But first, let's discuss what John never consumes. Because if you're eating even a little bit of these 3 poisonous foods, you might be unwittingly chopping years off your life. John never eats 3 foods that most of us consume every day. The first one, refined vegetable oils. Research now indicates that these oils may be more harmful than smoking, raising the risk of heart disease by 62%. The second, processed grains. John hasn't eaten white bread or pasta in more than 50 years, and his brain function is sharper than ever. And the final one? It's a secret ingredient in 80% of store-bought products. And astonishingly, even some healthy foods have it. If you would like to stop premature aging from happening, you need to learn this. But this is the best surprise. John's longevity doesn't have much to do with diet or fitness. Researchers today think that your attitude has a greater influence on how long you live than genes themselves. Every morning, John does a 2-minute mind exercise that resets his brain to stress-free. This method is so strong that it has been proven by psychologists to actually increase lifespan by lowering cortisol, the silent killer hormone. And guess what? You can do it right now from wherever you are. John's evening routine is another explanation for his phenomenal health. Rather than lying in bed watching TV or scrolling through his phone, he uses a strange but incredibly effective trick that puts his body into a deep, restorative sleep mode immediately. It's an ancient monk ritual and supported by neuroscientists as one of the most potent sleep hacks available to mankind. Is this the actual reason his body has stayed biologically young while others quickly get old? Science indicates yes. So, what is John's biggest secret? If you've read this far, you're going to hear the most astonishing truth of all. Because when we asked John what he really thinks is the #1 cause of his longevity, his response wasn't diet, exercise, or even sleep. It was something much deeper. Something that the vast majority of us never even give a second thought to, yet may be the most potent anti-aging tool known to mankind. Interested in what it is? Well, let's just say, it's something that each and every one of our record-breaker centenarians has shared in common. And if you desire to make it beyond 100, it's high time to begin doing it today. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you're willing to do to live a longer, healthier life? Leave your answer in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to give that like button a click, because we're just getting started. More shocking longevity secrets are on the way. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a life-changing episode.